Most founders sound exactly like the competition. If you want to be competitive in a crowded market, you can't just be better, you have to be different. I'm your host, Cameron Olds.
And I'm Dallin Merrill, and we're here to talk about how you can avoid being mistaken for your competition, differentiate your brand, and ultimately create a lasting competitive advantage for yourself in the market.
Welcome to Differentiate or Die. This episode of Differentiate or Die is brought to you by MessageOS. And by brought to you by, we mean written by.
If your team describes your product 10 different ways, your product is no longer differentiated. It's confusing, and so are your customers.
MessageOS helps big teams keep every sales deck, social caption, and support reply on message and on brand.
Clear, consistent, differentiated. Every time someone talks about you.
See how it works at protagonistcomms.co.
Did you ever get, for Christmas or one of your birthdays, did you ever get one of those Kindles, the e-readers?
Oh, the black ones?
Uh-huh.
I don't know if I got one. I may have. I know at least one of my siblings did, but I definitely used it. Or it was maybe my mom, but I liked it. Yeah, it was awesome.
Do you know, they call it e-ink? You know what I'm talking about? Where it's not like digital, but it's digital, but it feels like paper, but it's not paper. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
So I don't know if Kindle was the one that invented that, but imagine if your entire computer was made with e-ink instead of pixels. Would you use it?
Maybe. It's kind of a cool idea. People would, including your phone. I could see people doing that with their phones too, not just computers.
Mm-hmm. There are phones that do this.
I think it's I don't know if I would actually use it or not, but I'm sure there's a market out there for it.
Today we are going to look at a cool up-and-coming startup that's all about de-inventing the computer. And we're going to compare them to the computer of all computers, the MacBook.
Cool, let's do it.
Do you want to start with MacBook or do you want to start with this other company first?
Oh, the other company. Yeah, MacBook's going to have boring messaging.
So the company's name is called Daylight Computer. Have you ever heard of them before?
No. Daylight Computer.
Daylight Computer. So daylightcomputer.com, you can go and see what we're looking at right now. I saw this as an Instagram ad because, as you know, I'm always flirting with the idea of getting a dumb phone, like dumb technology. And so I got this ad in my feed, and the minute I saw it, I was like, oh, we're going to do an episode on this because what a cool, differentiated product in a really saturated market that I think... I just can't wait for you to see this, dude. I'm looking at it right now. Here we go. Daylightcomputer.com. This is what you see. The computer de-invented. Meet DC-1, a new kind of computer designed for deep focus and well-being.
Oh, that's so cool.
And then you have this visual of the computer in this really warm environment on the grass in the daylight, but you're seeing this flower morph between different types of flowers. So right now it's like a dandelion, and now it's becoming a tree branch. And the crazy thing is with e-ink, I haven't seen it lately, but when I was using a Kindle back in the day, it was kind of awkward. When you would transition between pages, it was really clunky. It would flash at you, and then the news graph would pop on. Right? This is as fluid as a digital pixelated screen. This animation we're seeing here, super cool, right?
Yeah, that's way cool. I love it.
Yeah, tell me your thoughts so far.
Can you do color with this, Cameron?
I don't know.
Is it even possible?
I don't know, and I think it's kind of on purpose that they don't. For focus and well-being, yeah. I think it's kind of on purpose, but maybe they could. I'm not sure. I wonder if it would defeat the purpose.
I mean, that would be one thing for me that I would like, though. I like the matte look of it. It's not glossy, but also I do kind of like the color. It's easier to look at when it's matte like this. It doesn't hurt your eyes as much. Yeah, but I can see there being an extra value of like it's also just simple, like no coloring, just black and white too. So I totally see that. But I like the title, the computer de-invented, but the H2 I don't love as much. It's kind of confusing to me still. It almost looks like an iPad instead of an actual computer, and maybe that's what it is like an iPad. Do you know?
Yeah, they kind of use it like an iPad. You can connect it to a keyboard and I think to a mouse or something like that. So,
okay.
I mean, it's not a computer in the general sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a little confusing because when you hear computer, you probably think desktop or a laptop of some kind where it folds open, you've got the keyboard attached. Yeah. I do love the hero language here, the outcome, designed for deep focus and well-being. So a computer that's for you. Yeah, I think that's fantastic. I'm even okay with the H1 that says the computer de-invented.
Yeah, I think it's intriguing.
Cutesy. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it could be confusing. It's definitely on the cutesy, clever side of things rather than the clear things, but I'm kind of okay with it maybe today.
I'm just still a little confused with it, like the whole thing. Like, I'm not and I am. Like, I can see the picture, but if I couldn't see the picture and I was just reading the words, I would still have no idea what the actual product is. Well,
let's scroll down to get some more context. Oh, so it kind of does this. Oh, it has a glow to it too. It shifted like date. That's actually pretty cool. So if we scroll down, we are greeted with some really great problem language. We refuse to accept a future where our devices are exhausting, addictive, and distracting.
That's
problem
great.
language.
I love that.
Fantastic problem language.
Yeah.
Pairs really well with the hero language above, designed for deep focus and well-being. Clarity through contrast. What is it I want? What's keeping me from getting it? We always say the 1-2 punch. Either lead with hero and then go to problem, or lead with problem and then go to hero. And the reason you do that is because, like, if you're looking at narrative strategy, stories live in contrast. Like, you're constantly if you think about a movie or something, like, you're constantly ping-ponging between scenes that are happy and scenes that are sad and scenes that are happy again and sad again, right?
Yeah.
And that's just to keep you interested as a throughput. So love that they're doing that. Super, super great. Moving down, we have some product language. Introducing Daylight, a healthier, more human-friendly computer.
Okay.
A little clearer, maybe?
Yeah.
Scrolling down. Here we go. So here's I think the differentiating factor. The world's first full-speed paper-like display.
Okay.
See, I think that is what they should have had in the H2.
Yeah, I think so too.
Because, like I said before, the clunkiness of the e-ink before was it wasn't fluid. It wasn't full speed. It was start stop, clunky, sputtering as things loaded. Right. The display you're seeing here, like you're treating it like an iPad. Like, this dude's writing and the characters are following his stencil in real time.
Yeah.
No latency. It looks beautiful. It's really, really cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love it.
But I do like that differentiation here. The world's first full-speed paper-like display. I think that's a good thing of product language for me. I'm not sure, but what do you think?
Yeah, I don't like world's first. I mean, I don't care that much as a consumer that it's the world's first. I would rather see how this benefits me, which they've already done. Right, and they do it on the side, smooth interactions, a calm experience for your health. But just world's first, I don't really care that much.
Yeah. Over here on the side, they have some success language, some features and benefits. So it says smooth interactions. Up above, it's got an icon that says 60 FPS. Scroll, zoom, turn pages, even watch video. Oh, you can watch video on it. That's pretty cool, without any lag.
That is really cool. Yeah,
super cool.
That's great.
A calm experience. Stay connected with yourself and what's around you. Love that. And for your health, say goodbye to eye strain, designed for full sunlight and nighttime. Like, super cool. Super cool.
Yeah. No, this is great.
Moving forward, a distraction-free space for learning and creativity. It's great. I think that's hero language. Reading, note-taking, writing, live paper display. We invented a new type of display that's like e-ink. Oh, cool. But faster. It looks and feels like paper, but runs at 60 FPS, so you can work fluidly and use all of your apps without compromise. That's the differentiator. Is the live paper display. That's super cool.
So one thing that I feel like is confusing and continues to confuse me is it looks like an enhanced Kindle to me, instead of a new computer. Like, this is all about writing and coloring and, I don't know. Like, I see nothing about browsers or like heavy lifting work here. Like, I can't come on here and go to some other stuff. So maybe I'm wrong, but so far it looks like an enhanced Kindle instead of
like a
new
tablet
computer. Yeah, like it's not like a tablet where I can literally do anything I can do on a computer if I hook a keyboard up to it. It's more like a better Kindle.
Yeah, I agree. I had the same thoughts when I first saw it because I was expecting a computer, like a desktop or a laptop or something.
Yeah.
But I was greeted with this, and I was like, "Oh, it's a tablet." What would be cool is if they were the healthy Apple or the healthy distraction-free Apple, and they built an ecosystem. So they maybe eventually did go to a desktop and a laptop that had this live paper display. But I agree. Right now, it's a tablet.
Yeah, totally. I hope maybe that's where they're going, and that's why they're positioning themselves that way currently. Like they don't have a ton of functionality right now, but they're going to add a lot more functionality in the future. And if so, I'm okay with that. But it still feels like the messaging is a little bit confusing in that way.
Yeah,
but I saw you kind of scroll, and it looked like maybe there was more like Spotify and stuff that you could do with it, and even Chrome. So maybe I'm wrong, but so far it feels like those haven't been there, like Slack even. So maybe it does have more functionality than it originally looks like.
Yeah, this next section says, with all the apps you need, use all your favorite apps without the distractions. It's the best of both worlds. That's also kind of a cool differentiator, or maybe it's a differentiator in the short term, because like you can't load Slack onto your Kindle. And so that's kind of a turnoff. And I'm sure that's a barrier to entry for lots of people, is like you want this experience of being distraction free and not having all of the horrible frills that comes with more modern technology, but you also have to continue to work and stay relatively connected to things, and so the apps. That's a difficult catch-22.
Interesting.
So
This
they
feels
bridge that
very.
gap.
Oh yeah. This is hard, Cameron. This is hard.
Why is it hard?
I don't know. I don't feel like. I'm getting mixed messages. It feels like.
How?
Like, on one side of their mouth, they're talking about getting rid of distractions.
Well, they're talking about healthy
Okay.
focus and deep focus and well-being. So they're not necessarily going for
So-
distraction.
Deep focus with Slack on here. I don't know. Distraction-free space, But then you have Slack that you can have on here. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. To me, like the benefit to this isn't about even being distraction-free. It's about being easier on your eyes, almost. Am I wrong? Like,
No, I think you're probably right. That would be probably the hero language you would use to be a little clearer. I'm totally okay with well-being, though. Whoops.
yeah,
Human-friendly
well-being I'm
computer.
okay with. Yeah. I'm okay with that too.
Are exhausting and addictive and distracting.
I mean, I love the problem language, but like, how are you fixing distracting?
Yeah, because the exhausting addictive, there's no color. It's less eye strain because it looks like paper.
Yep. I'm okay with
Distracting.
those.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they need to get rid of distracting. I still think it's a fantastic, like crazy differentiated product though. Like so.
Oh, me
cool.
too. Oh, definitely.
So this next action, the vision for Daylight is to build a whole ecosystem of healthier, more humane computers that respect our health and attention and freedom. So they're going to build a product portfolio of this with this live paper display tech.
Yeah.
Interesting. It's a computer you can use outside, outdoor computing. Oh, cool. Read in broad daylight with a screen that uses the sun as its backlight. DC-1 lights up beautifully outdoors without distracting reflection, so you can read outside any time of day.
Yeah, I mean, that one is definitely nice. Like with a Kindle, it's really easy to read outside. With a computer, like it's really difficult if it's sunny.
Yeah.
That's a huge value add.
Here we go. No eye strain, flicker-free displays, extended battery, backlight optional. When the lights go off, enjoy the amber glow. Oh, cool. Dang, there must be some serious money behind this. This website's crazy.
Be.
Goodbye blue light. The most devices emit blue light that affects your circadian rhythm. Wow. Dive deeper into daylight, products, specs. So like, this is great.
Yeah, I love it.
I do agree that they would need. Sorry, I got a call. Got distracted. Maybe eye strain. And they do talk about it. Like they talk about everything, but I can see maybe why you got hung up on the distraction-free stuff as problem language, because they never really address why it's distraction-free. Because distraction comes from notifications.
Yeah.
Maybe also from colorful screens. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm like okay with it.
I love the product. Like I really love the product, but it feels to me like they're trying to say it does too much, more than it actually is like doing. I don't know, maybe not. They're messaging too many different things all at once of the benefits of this thing.
You think? I'm okay because you can have lots of success language.
Mostly, it might just mostly be the distracting thing. Like I wish they would target more how the difference in screen is healthier for you. How that increases your, how that helps create a better. I don't know how they're reinventing the computer that way, or how they're making it a better system for you.
Right. I mean, they do that, though.
Yeah, distraction free, though. I just...
Dang,
maybe
really
it's just that
that
I'm hung up on. Yeah, I think so,
Cameron. They do talk about no eye strain, extended backlight, no blue light for better sleep. Daylight is a public benefit co. One of my biggest surprises at Violet was to find out how nice and intentional many of the execs of evil big tech were. Yeah, interesting. Fast paper like display, read, write, take notes, use all your apps, sunlight readable. Daylight. Interesting. Cool. Should we see if they're
Sorry,
consistent?
Cameron. I feel like I rained on your parade right there.
You didn't. It still is. I still think it's a fan. I don't get hung up on it at all. I think it doesn't bother me. I think
it is a great product. Like I can still see from their website that it is an amazing product. Like I wouldn't get it personally, but there is a huge market for it, like I said at the beginning. And I don't think that what they said on their website would deter me from getting it. I just feel like it's a little bit confusing. So, but yeah, let's check and see if they're consistent.
Oops. If we go to their Twitter, this is what we see. Paper-like computer. Okay. That's consistent. It's not word for word, but it's there. It does less, so you can be more. Scrolling down to some of their posts. Ultimate Dilemma, you get a bit tired, but creative juices start flowing, whatever. We vehemently disagree with the prohibition of sale of incandescent light. Okay. Yeah, they're getting into some good stuff. So, but yeah,
Okay.
that's consistent. And then their Instagram, what does this say? The computer designed for deep focus and well-being, 100% blue light and flicker free. Order yours now. Yeah, I mean, they're consistent, but they're not word for word consistent in describing the product.
Yeah, I agree.
So,
Yeah, it still just kind of confuses me a bit.
what's so? Hang on. I'm fascinated by the fact this confuses you. It's clear as day to me. Like, what's so confusing?
No, I don't understand how this is helping me with deep focus.
If you got rid of the deep focus thing,
Yeah, I wish they would have put more in there about it being like, what are the benefits of this paper-like on my eyes? And they did a little bit with being able to read it outside.
well, then they
I
also
really
did it
liked
here,
that.
like better sleep.
Okay, I like that.
Whoops. No eye strain.
Yep.
Read outside.
Yeah, I like those things. Yeah.
Like, what more do you need?
Well, that wasn't at the top though. Like that's way down there.
But like, yeah, okay. I think you're being
I
silly.
just feel like there's so many messages mixed in here.
Like, not at all. Like, it's not multiple messages. They're not also saying. They're not saying that they're like an MP3 player. Like, it's all relative to the product it is.
I don't know. Maybe it's just not my day.
Maybe not. But I would give them when they're. So let's hang on before we pass judgment. Let's go to MacBook. So if we go to apple.com/MacBook, here we are. Like, super colorful, super in your face, saturated.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
The world's most popular laptop for a reason. Built to go places. Remarkably light. Color. Incredibly thin. The M4 chip that zips. Yeah, so they have a whole bunch of specs here. Apple Intelligence, do more, effort less. Great powers, come with great privacy. Dream Team. Yeah, so I mean, it's just, it's all of the stuff thrown at you. So when you compare them to each other in the personal computing market, yeah, like apple and orange is what they've done.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. You can definitely, like, great differentiation from a product perspective.
Yeah.
Maybe even a differentiated target audience too.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. People that want to be focused and healthy, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
So
yeah,
I
and
give them
this
a
one
star.
is like business, more business.
Prosumer.
Yeah, exactly.
So I give them a
did
star
they-
in differentiation.
Yeah, I would too. Does this have, like, I want to go up to the top again. I want to see what their main differentiator per se is. Speed of lightness. I don't like that. Scroll down one. Built to go places. Oh my gosh, Cameron.
Apple's
Built to
competitive
go
advantage
places.
is its ecosystem.
Yeah, right? And their
But they
privacy.
never message it.
Yeah.
Also, probably their
That's
privacy.
frustrating.
Yeah, Apple doesn't message its competitive advantage. It's actually kind of interesting. But it's all the iOS. It's the OS ecosystem where everything's just connected, is what it is.
Yeah, like built to go places to me is like, of course, every computer's, unless you're a desktop.
It's an interesting thing because I think we've talked about it before, but I mean, if you're entering a market with lots of players, some that are bigger and stronger and have deeper pockets than you, then you definitely need to have and communicate clearly your competitive advantage. You can't win without it because everyone's attention and everyone's preconceived notions already go towards the big established players, the brand name, right? So if you're competing against a brand name, you have to force a choice between an Apple, literally an Apple, or a Daylight computer, you know? And so,
Yeah.
but like when you're bigger like Apple and you have a competitive advantage, it's perhaps like the amount of people the amount of the market that you have. Like, I don't know if it's a good strategy to stop communicating that, but so many big companies do. They just stop. And oftentimes to their detriment. Take Adobe and Figma, for example, or Tesla and other car markets. Though I think you could argue that Tesla's struggling right now, so maybe that's not the best example. But for a while they were
okay, but
totally
they got
on top.
into the market.
They 100% did.
They came in because they had a differentiated value. They couldn't have come in and been like Ford and tried to compete against Ford. They just couldn't have done it.
No, they definitely pounded out a beachhead. Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, I mean, great job for creating a differentiated product and messaging it.
Yeah.
My opinion is it could have been a little bit clearer, but it's definitely a differentiated product. People will buy it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give them. I mean, technically, MacBooks are differentiated too, so they both get stars for differentiation. Did we see consistency for Mac?
They're a big conglomerate, so it's tough because they just have MacBook doesn't have its own X account or whatever.
Oh, that makes sense. So we'll pass on that one. But as far as clarity, yeah, they're clear enough, I guess.
I'd give them a half star. Like I'm with you on.
Yeah.
It's weird that they're saying they're a computer when they're a tablet. Just call yourself a tablet. And when you have a computer, when you build out your ecosystem, call it a computer when it's a desktop. But this is a tablet because everyone looks at that and sees tablet and they're like, tablet.
Yes.
Whereas if you look at Apple Duck, if you look at the MacBook website, then you immediately are like, computer.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. But other than that, like, really good job. I really think that they could destroy, really enter the market pretty strongly. I think they could do a lot more with their product too. I think there's a lot of ways that they could go, and maybe that's where some of my confusion is like they feel like there's so many benefits to it that that it was hard for me to understand. But I definitely think that there are a lot of ways that they could go, and so hopefully they pick the one that gives them the best chance to survive against companies like Mac.
Do you think, because Apple, like personal computing is like a multi-trillion-dollar industry, like so many people use these devices, and Apple has the majority of the market share. Like, I imagine that some people would think niching down like Daylight has with this really niche computer that's super differentiated and useful to just a certain really like a smaller subsection of the market. I can hear people saying, well, there's less money there. Like why would you shrink? Why would you have 5% of the pie when you could have like 100% of the pie or whatever? What's your response to that?
Oh, because people are always looking for ways to improve their where they're at, and if the Apple computer isn't the place for them, they want a product that actually fits something for them. And I think this company does that. So they're actually solving a problem that people have. And Apple doesn't give it to them. So why not create a product that is differentiated for them? And then once Apple realizes that people really like that type of screen, they're going to come calling and say, hey, we're going to buy this tech from you. And they'll get a huge payday.
But like specifically, what do you say to the people that say, to the founders that say, I don't want to niche down because I don't want my market size to be smaller?
Yeah. I mean, you're not going to be able to play with the big boys like Mac if you're going to do the same thing as them.
Incredibly
because they
difficult.
will always beat you out.
Yeah,
they will always
you.
beat you out. They're always going to pay more spend more than you. They can decrease their price more than you. People already see them, so you have to find your way in, and this is the way you find your way in.
Yeah, and honestly, like they might big boy like Apple probably doesn't even have to pay you a mind. Like it's like in law, like the burden of proof is on the prosecution. Like the burden of capturing market share is on the startup. Like you have to go take it from them. They don't have to necessarily defend against you, like because it's super hard. It's incredibly difficult, and so if I love what we said earlier. Like, if you're entering a market with big players who are richer than you and have the market, you've got to pound out a beachhead, and you've got to get on the beach. And the way to do that is differentiating yourself and communicating that differentiation everywhere, so that you're forcing a choice, not a comparison. It's not like you're comparing a Samsung, or I don't even know what other computers there are in the world because I'm an Apple boy. But you're not comparing like a ThinkPad to a MacBook, which is a funny comparison anyway. You're comparing daylight live paper tech with this other thing. So it's a choice. And that's where you want to be. That's how you're going to grow. Because otherwise they'll just take you behind the shed and snuff you out. It'll be easy.
Completely agree.
It's like The Incredibles. It'll be easy. It'll be like breaking a toothpick.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. So if anybody out there is listening, if you feel like you're saying the same things as your competitors and can't find your way in against some of these big players, hit us up at protagonistcomms.co. We'll take you through our workshops, and at the other side, you'll find your differentiated value. See us there.
Peace.